One of the most significant challenges nowadays found in every individual is back pain or any joint pain. So for the pain at Digital Fitness Hub, we call it as a challenge. 9 out of 10 people complain about back pain, knee pain, or even shoulder pains. More specifically, these are the pain points which are significantly visible. Here's what, in this video, we are going to try to address what are the solutions, and we are going to take a little bit deeper look into how this can be uprooted. The first thing is understand anything that has come up as a challenge or a pain for you is not always the result which is because of an immediate fall or an accident. If you really go to see for your own self, it is an outcome of many years of neglect, many years of not taking care of your own self, many years where you have taken your body for granted. So let's dive into a few things which can help you bail out of the situation. Now understand the approach that I'm going to tell you is a long-term approach. Here, first of all, let's begin with the topic is back pain, specifically back pain to be precise. Now if you really go to see the back pain which starts is because more than the physical part of it, it begins with something called as your mind. It starts with something called as your mind. Now when we talk about the mind itself, 9 out of 10 times, majority of the times, without you understanding, you are either overstressed, you are thinking a lot because of work, because of family or any other things. Many of the individuals do not even understand they are in a stressful situation. So stress is the first precursor for any joint pain. Same is with the back. What happens is when you are in a stressful situation, the nerves which go through your body, especially your spinal cord, there is a whole lot of a wiring system known as the nervous system. And when these nerves are not in its natural form, when they are stressed, the stress is first taken up easily or understood, or the nerves feel the stress primarily much before than your muscles can feel them. So if you're thinking, overthinking, if you're in a stressful situation, it starts from your nervous system and then radiates into the other parts, which is your bones and the skeletal system and your muscles. So first thing is getting lighter over here, which is your mind. And to get lighter on your mind, what is the most important exercise is you'll have to slow down. How do you slow down is stop. You have to be in a state of calm. You neither should be too happy, too excited, too angry, too much into sadness. None of those things should be affected. You should be in a state of calm. And there are various ways in which you can train your mind to be in its calm state. Now here's what. You cannot control your mind. If anybody has told you sit in a meditation state to control your mind, mind you, the mind cannot be controlled so easily because the mind has the potential of the galaxy and you cannot. None of the individuals can ever control the galaxy. Same is with your mind. If you really want to understand, control your thoughts. And for this reason, specifically if any of you are the students of Digital Fitness Hub, you will understand but also realize you may not be doing this to the T. To train your mind, few of the things is you have to listen to the right content, which is what we are sharing with the Stranger's Secret. Are you listening to the Stranger's Secret every day in a state where you're slowing down, not in a hurry-burry? You have to take time off. Now, if this is nagging you, today or tomorrow, you can end up into your bed for a total bed rest. Now, instead of going and resting so much, why don't you rest a while on everyday basis? Listen to the Stranger's Secret. Be with the right people. Be with the people in an environment which reduces your stress and not the other way around. Now, few of the things are maybe in your choice. Like for example, if there are immediate family members or your workplace where you cannot change the environment immediately, but you will have to make all the necessary efforts to think how can you deal with the long term or inevitable stress. Well, listen to the stranger secret, be mindful. The second thing is about the second point is about emotions. It's all the thing about energy. Everything in the universe is about energy. And energy, the simple equation is E equals to motion. Okay. Energy equals to E in motion. E in motion. I hope you can see this. Energy is nothing but E in motion, which is your emotions in motion. Emotions. E in motion is nothing but your energy. Now, how do you channelize your energy is what it all apparently means. Whether your back and the nervous system is in the right channel. The moment it breaches, any of your emotions breach the channel when they are elated, when they are hyped up, is when your nervous system can feel it. So that's the reason when you're angry, your hands start shaking, you too become too excited also, you are not in a stable state. And of course, when you're in sadness, same thing is there because your emotions are not in the spectrum or the channel in which they are supposed to be. How do you train your emotions is definitely again channelize your energies properly, which comes to the next stage is to be in the state of calmness. Read the right content, get inspired properly, listen to the stories who have dealt and come out of their back problem thoroughly. These were the people who surrendered completely, doing all the 5 rituals at DFH. Listen to the stranger secret, write down your journal. One of the ways to deal with your emotions is write it down. You think that if I just think, I can manage emotions. Again, it's a mind as mighty as the ocean, and you cannot control it. How to best do is write down on a daily basis your journals. Write down your goals, write down what you want to achieve, write the positive things. Do not get into the negativity. Write down the positive things. Start living a positive, thoughtful situation. Even today, if you have the back pain, write it down that my back pain has left my body. My back is stronger, my back is fitter, I'm more flexible, I can do everything. And for this, there is a way to write the journal. All the Digital Fitness Hub members are supposed to know how do you write the journal. In case if you do not know, ask the mentors how to write the journal. But writing is one of the ways to control or channelize your emotions anytime. Got it? Awesome. The next one is your mouth. What goes in here and here is very important. Positivity here and good diet with your mouth. A good diet reason is coming to the next is your physical state, which also comes down to the most important part here is if I have to show you a simple thing is the human body. Think about it like 2 points and there is a string that is tied up here to the 2 points. If the string is overstretched, what happens is this is not the normal curve, which means in case if you have an excess belly fat, your natural curve on the spine 24/7 is you're carrying an excess weight here. Remove the weight, the string will get straight and you will deal with the back problem on the primary basis. You can take medicines, you can take a lot of other shortcuts that will only treat the symptoms. We are talking about the roots. If you want to uproot the problem itself, remove the excess fat. How do you do it is with all these things put together with the right exercise also. Make sure your belly fat is come to a normalcy. You have a stronger core, which also supports your spinal cord. which also will deal with the back problem. And to have a flat tummy, in case if you already have a back challenge, you have to be more focused on your mind, your emotions, on your diet. As simple as that. If you cannot move yourself physically because you already have a back problem, it's time to put your energies on things which are there under your control. Your thoughts, your what you eat, and your emotions. Write it down. Well, can you do this? It will be the beginning of coming out of your back problem. And then last comes is your physical state is also the exercises. Few of the exercises which can help you to come out of your current state of your physical problem, which is the back pain, is what we are going to show you in the following minutes. But before that, understand you already have a nagging pain. So your mobility has come down. On a scale of 0 to 10, depending on the severity of the back challenge or the back pain, maybe your mobility is at 0. It could be at -1 where you are confined to the bed itself, or it could be anywhere between 0 to 10. Now, depend on the mobility. These exercises on the physical format can be done on the lowest progression. But yet, that is just a small part of it. If your mobility is totally towards less than 3 or towards 0 or in a negative way, where you are confined to the bed, to think, to control your emotions and to write down, there is nothing that stops you, isn't it? I'm not even talking about the physical exercises. That's the last part. It is only 20% of the story. So what are the exercises in mobility? I will just show. Just to sum it up, if you really want to take your back and get out of your back pain, you have to do all these things, especially for all the Digital Fitness Hub members. Before you tell anybody about the back problem, ask yourself whether you are thinking properly. Are you listening to the stranger's secret? Are you on the right diet? Are you doing your journal writing? Are you reading the books? For all these four things, for all the four things, I'm not even touched the physical exercises. To do all the four things, nothing is connected to your physical state of being. Do the four things diligently. And yes, it is not a one-day affair where you do it one day and then you tell me, or couple of days and you tell me, Harshad, nothing is happening. Nothing will ever change so easily. If the severity is really deeper, it will take time for you to surface out. Got it? This is what we do at diving. The deeper you dive in water, if you want to surface out, for the nitrogen that is there in the body, you have to take stops and come and surface very slowly. If you surface too fast, it is dangerous for you. Same is, if you really get the solutions immediately, you take a Voveron or any anti-muscle relaxant, your pain will just vanish. You will surface out immediately. You think that the problem has solved. But my dear friends, surfacing it out immediately can be detrimental. It is temporary. If you want long-term solutions, do the four things: mind, emotions, and how do you do it is we've already talked about. Now let's see about the physical exercises. I'll show you a couple of stretches which might be helpful. But again, depending on your physical state of mobility, if you are on a scale of 0 to 10, if your mobility or you have pain which is your mobility is less, you cannot move, you cannot get up, you cannot bend, you have a nagging pain which is closer to 0, 1, 2, 3, do it with supervision and do it with utmost care. If you are not a student of DFH, please do it under supervision. Try not to do it without guidance. It's an earnest request. If you are a DFH member, before doing into these physical exercises, start with the other four first. That doesn't require supervision. There is zero risk involved there, because apparently when you're listening, when you're writing, you can go as wrong as possible. But when it comes to your exercises, do get in touch with the mentors. I'll look at few of the physical exercises to deal with the back challenge. Now, well, when you already have a back challenge, when you sit down on the floor on a bed which is of hard surface, you can go down sideways and slowly rotate because you will already be in pain with your back. So first thing is just lie down and do the compressions, which is keep your legs folded, hands on the side. I'm just showing you the back portion, and you just squeeze your hips, touching this portion of your back to the floor. You have to do the compressions, squeeze your hips, touch your lower back to the floor, hold it for a couple of seconds and gently relax. When you squeeze your hips and try to do the compressions, breathe out with your mouth. Be there, and when you release, inhale with your nose. Do this couple of times. After this, keep your legs straight slowly. Fold one knee and try to get the knee to the chest or the rib cage. Point your toes forward and try to give a nice stretch. Hold it for a couple of seconds. You can hold it for 15 seconds and slowly relax. And do it with the other leg. Same. Breathe out when you're holding it tight. Breathe out with your mouth. Hold it for 15 seconds and relax. Do this for a couple of times. After that, one of the other stretches is keep the leg. Try to keep the feet on your thigh where your leg is aligned with the thigh. Take your hands in between the thighs and hold your thigh and try to pull it back. While you're doing this, keep this knee as behind, that is as forward as possible, and try to just giving a stretch in your hamstrings, glute muscles, hip muscles. Give a nice stretch and hold it. Do this on both the legs for a couple of times. Fantastic. After this, keep both the legs 90 degrees. Ensure your lower back is touching to the floor, and depending on the intensity of your pain, just try to do this on either side. You will just rotate your legs in one direction slowly. Keep your hands grounded. You will watch on the opposite side of the legs and be there in this position for about 30 seconds. Be in this position for about 30 seconds and do it on both the sides. Wonderful. One of the other exercises is a glute bridge. Keep your legs folded, your feet as close as possible towards your hips, hands grounded, and slowly raise your hips up. When your hips are raised up, you should be breathing out completely and squeeze your muscles, hip muscles, and gently go down. So do this very slowly. When you take your hips up, exhale with your mouth. Squeeze your hips and hold it as far as you are comfortable. Do this couple of times. So these are few of the stretches while you are sitting. And when you want to get up, roll from the side, use your hand and get up. This you should be doing throughout your life until you have a stronger core. So these were few of the stretches while you were sleeping. A few stretches which can be performed using a stool in case if you cannot go down. The similar things is just take the knee exercises. This is while you're sitting. Fold your leg and just try to bend down, but do not bend down too much. Keep your chin upright. Don't chin down towards your chest, and try to just give a stretch, or even in spite of bending, you can just push your legs down, giving a stretch on your glute muscles. Perfect. Another thing is keep your legs straight and slowly raise it. Amazing. One more stretch is fold the leg slowly this way. Do not keep it here. If your right leg is folded, hold with the opposite left hand Hold the stool and slowly give a turn. Do this gently. Hold it for a couple of seconds. And with the other leg. Left leg, my right hand crossed, and I will go and watch on the left side. So these are few of the stretches. Do this diligently. As we have told, the physical exercises are just 15% to deal with your back challenge. You want to deal with it forever. Reduce your excess fat content in your body with the right diet, with the right thoughts, with the right emotions, where you do not have any mobility problem. And then comes the mobility with your physical exercises. Do the right exercises, and we wish you a stronger back and a core. Thank you so much.